Why am I just now saying that loading tip for the first time? I already have all the watering cans. Anyways, welcome back to Let's Play Viva Piñata. So, it's kind of weird that we're already getting to a new garden, but, so we have, I believe, 3 gardens left. Not including the garden we just started 2 episodes ago. Do we have 3 gardens? Yeah, I believe just 3. If we need more, then we can do more. But, so this is going to be pretty... an environment that one would probably expect to be necessary if we're going to find all sorts of piñatas. The woods. Let's head on in. So the woods. This is going to be a nice wild place. Hi, Leapus. So, like usual, we're going to start things off with a nice cheap crate. Very generous of her, selling it to us for a single chocolate coin. I really still want to see what she says if you don't even have a single coin to pay for this crate with. I wonder if she would acknowledge the fact that the only circumstances under which you can't buy something, you can't afford something from her, I'm pretty sure, is if you do not have literally any money at all, which would be an interesting thing to acknowledge. So, is the game just scripted to automatically give you a crate or give you a request when you start a garden like this? Because it's seeming pretty consistent. In fact, I think I even ended up leaving the mail crate in the exact same place as last time with the last garden, which is surprising. Hey, Leapus. So once we get all this dirt down, all the cactus out of the way, what we're going to do is we're going to... I hate how there's this one little bit of dry earth right there. It's really easy to miss. It's hard to get rid of if you don't use a crate. But, as I was saying, we're going to give this a nice... Oh, I got a worm much work like this time. I think. We're going to give this place a nice do-over. A nice coat of long grass, which you have not put down anywhere ever, except for at the very end of last episode when I did it by accident. But, that aside... So this might also be like kind of a wood/jungle type of place. I couldn't quite decide if it was going to be one or the other. It might be both, even though I've called it the woods. I really wish you could change names of places in this game, but that's not the case. But we might also track things like I don't know if we'll track Peribos here. We might have that in the fantasy garden instead, because those have really pretty plants. Or we might actually do that in garden. I don't know though, because there's one type of tree that you grow that's a jungle type of tree, I believe. That I would think be appropriate here or in a more jungle-oriented place. Music. This time I'm actually gonna sell all these. Oh no! Oh, these are just happy candies, they're not piñata candies. Oh, that is weird. So that one time that I dug up a piñata candy in the ground, I was pretty much just straight up digging up entrails. I didn't even realize that. Joy candy. Didn't realize you got joy candies too. That's why that world was overjoyed. I thought I just eaten a bunch of happy candies 2 episodes ago. So that's my pay, essentially. Kind of modest, but whatever. They probably give you different amounts of money based on or different amounts of candy based on the piñata you give them. And maybe based on the specificity of the request. But having a request where you can give them anything you want at the beginning of every garden is an interesting pattern. Not really sure why that would be, but hey, it means we can easily work towards getting that achievement. Okay, so what do we do now? We go to not just this grass, but the super long grass that we got all the way at the beginning of the game and never did anything with. It's small. Every last bit of... I'm gonna go along the corners first, so I don't miss the corners. Here we go. And planting long grass, as you could probably imagine, also plant normal grass. It's kind of weird on the borders, because you can see what's happening here. Oh, now Leafos goes home. Bye. It's a very nice place she has, isn't it? Look at that roof. Look at that, window, especially. She also has some bees. Buzzlegums just hanging out, but she might like that. Okay. Now, so as you can see here, yeah, here on the very edge it's a little weird. You get long grass without short grass, but everywhere else you get normal grass. Leafos, you are not invited here. We're not going to actually accommodate the path leading from your house this time. We've done that in basically every other garden we've had. It's also definitely the place we have the Bonboon though, which also means, again, kind of a jungle type of place too, not just a more woods oriented place. So it's gonna be kind of a hybrid garden probably if I can fit all those things in there. We'll see. It's a little tough trying to organize everything in this game across just a couple of different piñatas. I think my controller moved for a moment there. I don't know why. Now, normally it's kind of like water. You would not normally have an entire garden covered in long grass. You could probably just imagine just from how it looks. But we'll try. We'll see what it's like. And we're just going to start with having all the long grass everywhere to make sure that we don't have to worry about adding more long grass later to fulfill our requirements for any kind of piñata. Plus, we have a bunch of long grass. Not necessarily all long grass, because that would be kind of ridiculous. Especially with smaller piñatas like worms. But if you have a bunch of long grass, it will be one of those things that makes the garden feel really different. Kind of like how our water garden just feels very distinct because it's covered in water. It's water everywhere. And it's just some islands on water. Here, we're probably going to have... I love the night music in this game. Sorry, I just want to listen to that for a little bit. But, like, see, you can't really see this realm anymore. It's hard to identify where your piñatas are. You leave us. See us, I mean. Yeah, it's easy to lose things in the tall grass because it's very tall. But we'll probably try to actually make tall grass the default type of ground coverage in this place. And then we'll probably from there hack out areas that have shorter grass where we'll actually put things. Probably. That's what I'll try. That's my idea right now. Because I want it to feel like this. I don't just want it to be a place that also has some... I don't just want it to be like a plain garden that also happens to have some long grass somewhere. I want it to be a garden that's actually kind of defined by long grass and feels like a different environment because of that. Trying to make all these gardens have distinct feels to them. Distinct aesthetics and all that. And this one will have a lot of... And as woods implies, I intend to have a bunch of trees here and whatnot too. But it's going to be very organic decoration, all that. You're not supposed to be here. Why are you here again? Oh, that piñata is not even supposed to appear as a wild piñata. That's like seeing a wild red hot somewhere. I don't know why that's there. This will be probably where we get Syrupins, actually. Where we start actually doing stuff with them. Hey, Malawolf. I'm a little more concerned about you causing issues if I can't... Well, it's not going to be a problem if I can't see the sour candy, because I'm going to know the instant the sour candy appears, and it's going to be right next to the Malawolf, so, whatever. I do what I did in the last garden, just leave it be for the moment, so I don't have to worry about it. Is that worm unhappy? No, it's fine. Dude, come on. It is actually kind of hard to see these. At least... Oh! No! Maybe that's also going to be a problem. Accidentally hacking this stuff away. If we want to plant something, we're also going to have to... Oh, he's sad about it now. Dude, I'm under no obligation to satisfy you. Is this in a place that wolves are supposed to be? Well, woods, actually, never mind. Whatever. Just go away. This probably will be, actually. This might end up being where the sour Malawolf lives, now that I think about it. Or rather, the non-sour variant of the Malawolf lives once we tame it. Anyways, some stuff should happen soon. But, so, we're gonna have a bunch of really natural organic decor, kind of like we did in the water garden, I guess, but very different stuff. Instead of just having like water everywhere and then water-related plants everywhere, we're gonna have, I guess, water-related piñatas contributing to the aesthetic as well. And this grass is also as tall as leaf moss, or sea moss, so I keep calling it leaf moss now. we're gonna have a bunch of trees and whatnot instead. Nice as much as we can. Because we're gonna have a bunch of, not necessarily a bunch, we'll have at least at any given time, a couple, probably, piñata houses take up a bunch of space. Because we're gonna, well, some of these piñata houses are gonna be pretty low level, actually. We'll see. We'll try to make our own little, like, biosphere here, though. So I'll probably add, like, a lake somewhere as well. You're probably going to want to attract licatodes, I think, because I think there's some piñata we want to attract that eats licatodes. I don't know if it's serpents or what, but we'll see. I figured something would actually be happening like this episode as we were planting the grass, not, well, nothing. As a contrast to nothing. It's a little weird. Maybe it'll happen once I stop pouring the grass. I don't know what kinds of things can be interrupted in this game. I don't know if you can be interrupted planting grass, for instance. As long as I'm pouring grass seeds. Bonboon's back there. Bonboon, you will become a member of this community, a valued member of this community. I don't remember if Sour Mountain do anything special, but you remember how sour or non-sour crocodiles have that crocodile tier ability. Non-sour bonboons also have an interesting ability that I'll show. Well, actually be kind of hard to show because it's extremely situational and frankly not useful. Same with the crocodile tiers aren't very useful actually, but still will be something interesting to show off and get an achievement for and all that. Is that all though? Like, hey, look at this. Anybody interested in this unique location? Also, I don't think did our worms ever come back? Oh no, we didn't sell worms here. We sold them in the garden. Whoops. Bye, Bonboon. I think it's getting dark is the problem right now. It's hard to tell. There's so much cloud coverage. I actually have no idea. Hey, Cedos.
Hello, I'm Cedos. Take a seed, and don't hit me with your spade.
What's that egg thing on his head? Pumpkins. I don't really plan on growing any wild pumpkins. But we'll probably start growing some trees. If I have the chance. Just while I'm waiting for stuff to happen. Because there should be things happening quite soon. But we can also try to get some serpents coming here. So that'll be one type of piñata we want visiting. I think Cedos is lost. He can't decide where to go after I talk to him. Usually he goes home. But I don't think he can make his way through this long grass. It's almost as tall as he is. I can't see those worms in the slightest. Okay, so I'll say this next time, I guess, where we start working on stuff. I think the first thing I want is I'm going to want to have serpents come in here, and then we'll hope other piñatas do interesting things while we're working on that. But for now, that'll be it for this episode. Let's play Viva Piñata, and I'll see you guys next time, next episode, when we try to make new things happen. I'm surprised nothing new has happened yet, but we'll see. Bye, guys.